All right. Madea, have and have not fans, Tyler Perry fans, Veronica Harrington fans, all jumbled together. This video is going to be about a brief name drop from the Madea farewell play on BET Plus. I've already done my review of the play. You can check it out here on the channel. It was good. I recommend at least one viewing of it. Like I said, me personally, if I ever rewatched it, I wouldn't watch the entire thing over again. I would more so watch the musical bits because they were amazing. So there was a brief moment where, and I've already forgotten the character name. I think it was like Darlene or Denise. I forgot the name, but basically, she was talking about how she was going to take her ex-husband William back to court because Sylvia was her friend, but was also getting married to William, and apparently she was also representing her in court, but it was possible that there were biases in place to prevent her from getting what she was rightfully deserved. So she's going to take back to court and take him for everything that he's got. And Madea was like, well, you know what, if you need a divorce lawyer, I know a perfect lawyer to help you out, Veronica Harrington. And I'm like, what? So in the question is, does Madea know Veronica? I know continuity sucks because it's like it's the play, not the TV show, the haves and the have-nots. But then you go back to the Madea family funeral, and Eddie was in there. Eddie from If Loving You Is Wrong. So is that the same Eddie from If Loving You Is Wrong, or is it a different Eddie in an alternate universe? I don't know. But here's the thing. I'm just saying. On the Tyler Perry studio lot, Veronica's house is literally right around the corner from Madea's house. Then on top of that, let me just put it this way. Madea has been known to get in trouble with the law on multiple occasions. And if I'm not mistaken, isn't it Tyler Perry's character named Brian in like the Tyler Perry movies? You know, when he plays like Madea's nephew because he's Joe's son, right? Again, it's been a while since I watched a Madea movie, so please remind me if I'm correct or incorrect. Brian is Joe's son, so that means he's Madea's nephew and Madea is his aunt. And I mean, we know he's a lawyer, so it's possible that Brian and Veronica may know each other. And with all of her trouble with the law, maybe Veronica represented Madea at one point or another when she was doing her attorney thing before she got addicted to pain meds and went to rehab and then started her own clinic and stepped down from, the courtroom. Continuity wise, it could technically work if Tyler Perry so wrote into the series. So that could actually be the thing that people have been wanting for years. Hey, put Madea in the haves and the have-nots. Technically, you could, because Madea name dropped her in the play so casually and dropped the fact that I know a perfect lawyer attorney, Veronica Harrington. Continuity-wise, it could actually make sense if Tyler Perry willed it to happen. So, yeah. Let me know what you think. And then look at everything Veronica has done, from burning houses down to having people blown up and shot. Doesn't that fit Madea's bill? I'm just saying, she's a gun-toting person herself. And I mean, I'm not going to sit up here and say Madea's all talk, but how do we know that Madea and Veronica haven't talked from time to time? Like whenever she was having issues with David, Veronica spoke with Madea, and then Madea gave advice about how to take care of. I can't really do a good Madea impression, so I'm not going to sit up here and try. But basically, I could see Madea. Like, imagine if there was like a have and have not special or something where it's just Veronica and Madea talking, and we're kind of recapping the events. It's like, well, I told my girl Veronica to, you need to burn that house down with the man in it. You need to take a jug of gasoline and just pour it around the bed while he's sleeping. Strike a match, go outside, smoke a cigarette while the house is ignited. Oh, he got a whore living in your house? What you need to do, girl, is blow that car up. Like, I can imagine Madea giving Veronica that kind of advice. But then when Veronica actually reveals she did all these things, like, girl, I ain't mean for you to do all that here. But I could definitely see that happening. So believe it or not, and I'm not saying I want Madea. Well, then again, the haves and the have-nots has reached a point of ridiculous now. a certain level of ridiculousness now. So if Madea did pop up, I honestly don't think I would mind it because the show is kind of all over the place. So if you watch the Madea farewell tour, and just to give you a heads up, the name drop for Veronica happens towards the very end of the play, right before they spend like the last 20 to 30 minutes doing nothing but musical numbers, which is fantastic, by the way. She name drops Veronica Harrington. Do you think that Veronica and Madea actually know each other? Do you think Veronica represented Madea in court before? I think that'll actually, and do you think they're kind of girls on the side, you know, where they just talk about men and whatnot? I can actually see it happening now. So thanks so much for tuning into the video. If you haven't already, make sure you give the video a thumbs up like I mentioned before. And if you would like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal, Cash App, or join Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll talk to you soon.